Hey guys, DJ AJ101 here, and I found another little article that I thought I'd share with you guys because it kind of caught my attention and really is another sad example of our telecommunication networks here in the United States. But here you go. AT&T starts throttling unlimited data users. These are users that have unlimited data after 2 gigabytes. After they use 2 gigabytes on their plan. So even if you had the old 2 gigabyte plan, well, you're only going to get full speed at 2 gigabytes. So anything after, well, we're pretty much going to throttle you down to almost dial-up speed. Isn't it great, huh? But no, anyways, I just thought I'd share this article with you guys just because I'd seen it and it kind of caught my attention. And of course, I know a lot of users out there that have the iPhone are on AT&T, and of course, this really kind of brings up the point on what AT&T is considering to be a decent throttling limit, because they said they were going to do it back in October, as it says from the article right here. But a lot of people thought that would maybe be at 5 gigabytes or 10 gigabytes that they would start throttling users, because that is a lot of data once you get up there, and depending on how much you use per month. So it really, seemed like a decent, amount of data to start throttling. And of course, we knew that they were going to do this for a long time. But all of a sudden, AT&T had come out and pretty much accused this guy of, I think his name is John Kozin. C-O-Z-N, John Kozin, that he had gotten a message, and he says right here, I received a message during my last billing cycle warning me I was in the top 5% of my region that exceeded my data limit. I was in the top 5 of the data users from what he says right here, and that I would expect to see a reduced data speed when I reached a certain level of data. And he said he immediately checked his data, and he was just over 2 gigabytes, 2.1 gigabytes of data, and he was in the top 5% of data users in his region. So they said they were going to throttle him after 2 gigabytes. And he noted that the same price that he was paying for his unlimited plan is $30, and he says right here, for a $30 plan he can get 3 gigabytes unthrottled. And he says, well, I'm going to get throttled here at, AT&T had told him, well, you're going to get throttled after this amount because you're in the top 5%, which to me is kind of ridiculous. I think if they should do this decently, they should at least set a limit of data that if you surpass it, you should just get throttled. Period. Just do it that way, because honestly, this is just getting kind of ridiculous. The fact that I'm going to stick up for you guys out there that have AT&T, because I really don't believe this is right. Because I personally myself, just a little bit of a background, I had the AT&T iPhone back when it came out with the iPhone 4, and I had the 2 gigabyte plan. Ended up switching over to Verizon early in 2011 because they had the unlimited plan, and I really haven't seen any throttling from Verizon, at least from their unlimited plan that they have had. But to see that users on AT&T are getting throttled after 2 gigabytes of data, and a lot of other users have said this as well. This isn't just this one guy. It also says here in the article, and I'll leave a link in the description, of course, just to the side of me as you guys see it, so you guys can check it out for yourself. But to me, this really doesn't even comprehend what a company should do once you reach a certain amount of data. Yes, it is in the percentage. Yes, it is this, it is that. And AT&T has said, well, only the top bubble of our users use all this data. But I think that they should have a realistic, throttling point that they should have up. It should at least be 5 gigabytes in my opinion, because, a lot of people consider 5 gigabytes to be unlimited data on a lot of networks, until they started putting all these tiered data pricings, the plans into perspective and into place. But really, what do you guys think about this? Personally, I'm ticked off. I feel for a lot of you guys that do have the AT&T iPhone, and I don't think this is right. I really do think that they should have had a set limit, not just say, well, you're in the top 5%, and because everybody else around you isn't using any data on their phones, maybe you live out in the country or something and you're in the top 5% just because you're probably the only person that uses more than 2 gigabytes a month. And they say, well, we got to throttle you just because, you're the only person in this region. No one else is using the freaking data, but you guys are getting throttled. And it's ridiculous. And to me, this is personally one of the biggest downfalls of telecommunication companies in the wireless industry, is the fact that, oh, well, we're just going to throttle you just because we feel like it, and just so we can charge you more money because we want you on our tiered plan, and so you can pay our overage fees. And it's just, if you've ever seen me mad, I'm kind of holding it all together here, but I'm seriously ticked off, guys. This is not right. I really do feel for everybody. I'm also going to leave little annotations on this video, at least 2 of them anyway, on the screen, letting you guys know about 2 other videos that I've done if you guys want to check them out. It pretty much has to do in contrast with this video. I made a video about data caps and when data is actually become reasonably priced, about when we're actually going to be able to see some data cuts and actually some decent priced cell phone plans. I'll leave an annotation for that one. I also did one on AT&T's new data plans. If you guys would like to check that one out, just so you guys know the full details about what AT&T's new data plans are, I'll leave both those links probably below this video right here on the screen, so you can click on either one of them if you'd like to see them. very much appreciate it if you want to check those out as well. I made those 2 videos. Also, leave a comment below on what you guys think about this. Like I said, I don't think it's right. I really don't think you guys should have to put up with this. I mean, this is just BS, and really just because you're in the top 5% when you reach 2 gigabytes doesn't really necessarily mean anything. You should at least get 5 gigabytes, and if you go above 5 gigabytes and that is the overages, that should be the case. I mean, everyone should at least get 5 gigabytes of data. I really think AT&T could stick up there and at least put 5 gigabytes on the table for everybody on their plan that at least has the unlimited plan yet and are paying that $30 premium to hopefully keep that unlimited plan. So you do get unlimited data. At least you'll get 3G speeds up to 5 gigabytes. But please leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Send me a message. Also rate this video up if you happen to like this video. That helps me out. Also, subscribing helps me out so you guys are up to date on the latest tech content. So you guys like my videos, please feel free to subscribe. That always helps, and I sure do appreciate it. But anyways, guys, as I've said, that'll about do it for me. I will see you guys in my next video. Have a great one until then, guys.